All right, welcome back. New York Bellarmine Bells up against Sacred Heart Cathedral Fighting Irish. I'm joined by Sebi Aliaga. Barely got here. Oh, we closed it. Game thought the game started at 7:30.
Yeah.
Definitely 6:30. Nick Corbett being introduced on the floor. Sebi, how you feeling tonight?
Feeling good. Seems to be an energy here in the crowd. I love seeing our starting lineup get introduced. I think two juniors, a sophomore, a pair of seniors. Looks good. We're ready.
I'm feeling pretty good tonight. The talk at school this whole week. We had Holy War. Bellarmine played exceptionally well. Then you have Midi, lost by 3 points to one of the best teams in the Bay Area. Hopefully to continue that stretch of playing good basketball. They lost to Sacred Heart Cathedral, I believe, early in the season.
Early in the season, not the game the Bells were hoping for. Did not play up to their standard. I know many of the guys on the team believe they're a better team than Sacred Heart, and really interested to see how this one plays out tonight.
Yeah. Tips coming up. You got Kennedy, for the Irish. You got Roan Capil jumping.
Then the Irish start with the ball. They win the tip, and here we go.
Pump fake, swings outside. You notice about the Bell defense, a lot of their defensive habits are pushing the ball outside. Very rarely they get someone to penetrate down the middle of the lane.
Like to keep it out wide, and here they go. SHC goes up. Good attempt at the floater, but here we go. Tarek Weiser now pushing the pace. Corbett sets a screen. Here comes Custodio. He's got the ball coming over the top. Tarek rolls over the top, gets it back. Corbett with the screen, rolls down.
Yeah, Corbett is the key to this offense.
Trying to get it to him. Here he goes. Low post. Looks to be a mismatch size-wise. And there he goes. He's headed to the line. Okay.
Corbett was that key against St. Francis and Midi. Both played this week. He's that low post everyone's looking for.
Oh, wow. Close one there. Does not fall for Corbett. Rolls around the rim, and here we go. Here comes shot number 2. There it goes. That one's good. And now we go. Now SHC pushing the floor. They wanted to get out of there quick.
Short range jumper. Short.
That's off.
Tarek coming up the floor. On the
There
right
he goes.
side.
Calling the play. Gets it down to Custodio. Trying to force. Oh, RL Miller doesn't come away with the steal. Corbett, great job fighting for it. Custodio possesses it. Kicks it out to Bray. Trying to slow it down now here. Got it to Rowe. Got Corbett working inside. Trying to get it to Tarek. Let him go to work. Here he goes to the cup. No call.
Big rebound.
Wow, big board from Corbett. He takes it right back up. He's got 3 points early here tonight.
Yeah, the key for Bellarmine is can you limit the offensive rebounds? That's what killed them against Midi. Too many offensive rebounds.
Corbett. Custodio playing good D. Gets a pick. Oh, great defense. What a block. Still gets his rebound. Takes it right back up. There's the pass to Custodio. Looks back for Rowe. He's wide open. Lets one go from deep. It's a no-go. Corbett fights for the board. It comes up empty. Here comes R.L. Miller pushing the pace now. He's guarded here by Rowe. R.L. Miller, of course, Arizona State commit for football. See what he can do here tonight on the court. To get it over. Oh, good pump fake there. Here you go. Driving on Corbett. Great defense. Gets his body in front of it. Tarek stays on him. Now Bray guarding at the perimeter. Oh, great defense for Bray. Rowe to save it. Goes back to SHC. Tarek gets out for the defense. R.L. Miller blows through. Gets to the lane. Misses the layup. Great help defense from Corbett. Here comes Tarek pushing. He's got Bray. Throws it up to him. Alley-oop. Wow, what a finish from Bray on the alley-oop layup. Way to finish that. Here comes R.L. Miller now trying to push it again. SHC is playing a fast-paced game here. Davidson kicks it out to Gurin. 14 now. This is Kennedy. He's trying to work the low post. Gets out Pinnell. Gurin from 3. No go again. Bell's off to a stifling defensive start. Corbett gets a board, gives it over to Tarek, and now they're calling the play. See what they can cook up here. Stay hot on offense and get another bucket.
Yeah, the key part here is no early fouls for the Bells.
Oh,
Right now, Sacred Heart Cathedral is 1-0, but notice that across the most recent games, Bellarmine has not been fouling.
great drawn up play there for Rowe. He just couldn't get the bucket to fall. Kennedy goes up at the left. What a finish. Can't be mad about that. Here we go, Tarek. He wants to bring it up. Oh, he's gotten by his. Looks for Rowe. One more to Bray for 3. Yes! It is good.
Sacred Heart Cathedral coach waving his hands, doesn't really know what to do about it.
It's just a good shot from a better player. Now R.L. Miller lets one go. He can't get it to fall. And here comes Tarek now pushing the pace. Gets it back to Bray. He's looking to make a move. Gets inside. Fighting for a rebound. Oh, and they call a foul.
All right. There you go. Now we got to see.
Subs come in as Will Corbett. He gets Bray. Jerry Mixon checks in. Now here we go.
Will Corbett, of course. Brother Nick Corbett. They got that brother chemistry. You see that frequently. Nick will get the offensive rebound, kick it to Will. Will's got a nice one-on-one for a bucket.
Here's Will on defense now. Oh, there it is. There's the travel. Mixon couldn't pick up the feet, and now here we go. This is Manfreda, I believe, checking in for Kennedy. SHC seems to be playing some sort of press up here. We want to stop the Bells offense before they get some momentum, it seems. But Tarek, he's moving down the floor. He's calling out a play. Julian Gospich comes to the scores table. Tarek, great cut around the screen, and what a finish. Great find from Corbett.
SHC quick on the return back into the paint. Tarek deep. Oh, and he gets called for the foul.
Here we go. Gospich should be checking in here. We'll see who he pulls out. Not a bad start for the Bells. Seem to be spreading the love. Corbett's got 3, Tarek 2, and Bray with the early 5. This is, once again, Manfreda, I believe, at the line. And he misses the first right off the back rim. Gospich comes in for Rowe. Jasper Zolowinski comes in for the great athlete R.L. Miller. And Manfreda can get the second one to fall. We at 10-5. Here we go. Full court press again. Seems to be Will Corbett as the open deep man. Looks to take it in, pulls up for the jumper, and he got the bounce. Great shot there from Corbett. Pull-up jumper, it'll fall. Back on defense, here are the Bells. SHC gets it in. Julian Gospich on him, and there's the board for Corbett. Tarek now, once again, pushing this offense. There's a great vision for what Coach Surratt wants on this offense, and see if he can keep it up. Corbett on the screen, he'll roll, kicks it out to Gospich for 3. Yes! This offense, oh, and there's the timeout from SHC. This Bellarmine offense is off to a great start here.
Yeah, you can see him really keen off of Tarek, of course. He's that key to that offense, brings everyone together, and with that key to the offense, you can open some doors, bury some threes. That's what I like to say.
Runs the offense just the way Coach Surratt would like it. You know, he's got 3 early assists here. He's finding the open man, and his guys are hitting shots for him right now.
Yeah. Yeah, not too many missed shots at all. 30-second timeout. Of course, only been to the line once. Bells.
Yeah.
Corbett was 1 for 1. Or one for 2.
Corbett was 1 for 2 at the line.
Okay, coming to us right now. I think Bell's got to maintain that aggression, you know.
I mean, yeah, they're definitely playing a great game. They're doing a great job. Coach has definitely set up a great game plan. They're setting a lot of the screens in the right places, getting open looks. They just got to keep hitting them and keep taking them. Here we go now. This seems to be Mike McElantle now checked in for the Bells. Here's Tarek, Gospich, Corbett, and Corbett alongside McElantle. Driving now, kicks it out. Tarek tries to pick him up. Another kick out. Corbett goes out to contest. Now back to the other court. Tarek, wow, great finish there for Manfreda. Bells now pushing it. Another full court press here from SHC. McElhaney. Tarek straight to the cup. They didn't seem to stop him, but misses. Gostrich goes right back up with the rebound. He's got 5 early points here.
Jerry Mixon with the ball at the top against Corbett. Swings it out for the 3-ball.
3-ball no good, and there's Tarek taking it. See Roan now is checked back in, or now down by the scores table. Will Corbett wants it. He gets it. He lets one go. It's just short. Gospich fights for a rebound, but the ref says it was last touched by him. This will be SHC ball. 17-7. Good start for the Bells. As you see, Braden Harris and Roan Kepalili come back in for Tarek and the older Corbett, Nick Corbett. Here we go. Kicked out. Will Corbett all up in his face. Great defense. Roan out on Mixon. Mixon tries to do something. Instead kicks it. Manfreda lets one go, and that's a good shot there. Brings it to 17-9, 55 to go.
Yeah, you can see the Bells playing small ball right there.
Mac McElhaney, he'll give it to Roan. Bells got to get it past the half court now. 8 seconds has to be in effect. No, wow, great save from Gospich. Corbett up to Harris. Oh, and another finish on the alley-oop for Harris. Brings it to an early 7.
Yeah, 35 seconds left in the quarter.
Ooh. Oh, Roan tried to get there for the help defense. A split second too late. 28 to go. McElhaney gets it over to Roan. They're trying to get past this full court press. Corbett gives it back to Roan. There's Bray in the front court. Lets one go to McElhaney. He'll go to the basket. And lets one go to Gospich. And there's Mixon now pushing the pace. Here he goes. Good. Oh, great finish there. 8 seconds to go. Gets it to Harris. Harris to Corbett. Little Corbett. Will Corbett. No good on the 3. McElhaney. He'll get it out of bounds. And there's your opening quarter. The ref.
Sacred Heart Cathedral unhappy about the last call.
Oh no, ref called for 0.5 seconds left. See what the Bells can do. Maybe cook something up here. Here we go. Got an inbounds play right below the basket. They got half a second. Probably not enough time to get off a full shot. Maybe they go for some sort of alley-oop back to Harris like they've been doing and let him tip one in. Gospich cuts. They tried. Got it to him.
Yeah.
Really tough shot there.
At least they got the shot off. That was the goal of that whole play, focused off Gospich. Remember, Bellarmine 19, Sacred Cathedral 13. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. You know, I will say that press, they got to start working. Full court press there for SHC at the end. Started to kind of get in Bellarmine's face. They really do not want Bellarmine to get a half court offense set up. And, you know, I agree with them. Surratt's offense, they were cooking early.
Owen's going to inbound the ball to the Bells.
This is SHC's original starting lineup alongside Bellarmine's starting lineup to start the second quarter. We got Tarek looks to be running the 1 alongside Custodio and Harris with Roan and Corbett holding down it up top. Corbett gets the inbound from Roan. Tarek will take it, finds back down to Corbett.
Harris calling for the ball.
Corbett, he'll take it back up. Oh, tip goes in. We're going to give Corbett the basket there.
Miller with the ball. Bray steals. Trying to find Roan.
Bray gets it to Roan. Tarek gets it. He finds it back to Bray. Bray lets a triple go, and that's good. Early double digits for Harris. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Of course, he has his 2 layups. Just picked up that steal as well. I believe that was a Tarek assist. Custodio playing defense. Kennedy slips through.
Yeah,
Great
beautiful cut down the baseline there.
Gets it in. Tarek gives it to Corbett, possessing the ball. Gets it back to Tarek. Here he goes. Gets one off just before hitting the ground to Roan. Harris calling for it again. Lets his shot go. Oh, and in and out. Good look for Harris.
Yeah, Bell's firing on all cylinders right now. I mean, you can see them forcing Sacred Heart Cathedral to take bad shots, shots they don't want to function their offense with. Noah swings
Harris
down to
again.
Harris. He's up.
Great block. Harris seemingly slow to get up. Here he comes now back on the break. He's still leaking again. Corbett does not see it. Now he'll just take it on his own. Looking for help now. Gets it to, no, he doesn't get it to Custodio. It's knocked out of bounds and a Bellarmine inbound to come. Will Corbett will once again pull out Bray.
Bellarmine with a 9-point lead right now. This is the point where you get to either say you're going to come in and finish the game already in the second quarter, or if you're going to let them back into it and let the game get interesting.
Nick Corbett, wow, he slips through the defense, just gets it off before the travel. Great bucket there. Here we go now. It's Jerry Mixon in the corner on Tarek. Moves it down into the low post. It's Corbett on Kennedy. Kennedy, spin move, no good. Will Corbett with the board here.
Yeah, there's a very clear size difference at that post right there. You got Corbett on defense, and you have Kennedy, much smaller, more shifty, of course.
Corbett gets the basket and nearly gets the and one, but he'll draw a foul and head to the line himself. So Noah, now I ask you, what do you like so far? What have you seen you like?
I mean, I really like all the post moves they're doing. You see Corbett, either one, up at the top, swinging the ball, and then cutting down the center lane, because Sacred Heart Cathedral doesn't really have the size except Miller.
Yeah, Miller definitely has the height. Jerry Mixon, pretty big guy himself, but none of them seem to be on Corbett. Corbett, of course, is an offensive lineman for the Bells during the fall. Now here he is back in basketball shape as his brother goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Here you go. Will Corbett back on defense. Custodio's man drives by him in the air, and what a block. Oh, they call a foul. Wow, that, I will say, that looked awfully clean to me. It looked like just an athletic play, but they call him the shooting foul.
Call him to the head, yeah. That was a rough call. Obviously, that's what I warned about at the beginning of the game. If they can find a way to cut down the middle, that's where the Bellarmine defense is at its weakest right there. That's when you have to start making really athletic plays or get called for a foul.
Yeah, tough play there. You know, you live and you learn. Nothing bad to take away from that. You just move on to the next play here, and they go 2 for 2 from the line. Here we go now. Get Tarek. Oh, they tried to get Tarek open. Don't. They end up getting it to him through Nick Corbett. As Custodio cuts, Tarek will settle the ball, get it back to Custodio. And now Bellarmine's setting up this half-court offense that I don't think SHC wants them to do. Good pass out to Tarek. Let one go, and there's 3 for Weiser.
Sacred Heart Cathedral trying to put the foot on the gas, minimize, get Bell on their heels. Right now, Bell up 15. Looks really nice. This is where you want to be. Mixon up top. Loses the ball. Off the backboard.
The glass, and there's Corbett pushing it. He's got Tarek. Tarek's going to settle one down. Finds Custodio in the corner. He lets one go, and that was no good. Here we go now. R.L. Miller pushing the pace. Great athlete. Takes it up into the rim, but no good on the finish. Custodio and Will Corbett push the break, but Rose slows it down. Finds Nick Corbett, who then finds his brother, Will Corbett, who gets by Jerry Mixon. Takes it to the basket. Is blocked, but it remains Bellarmine ball.
3 subs coming in for the Bells.
Number 2,
Nick Panicio, Mike McConnell, and Julian Gospich all sub in.
Gospich loses it. R.L. Miller, good defense, gets good help. And now here's Mike on defense. There's Will Corbett. Wow, they called him on the ground. Looked like he stayed in front of him, but his hands got a little too inside. And you know what? They're going to call that. Oh, here we go. Baseline inbound for the Fighting Irish. Let's see what they do here. Call their play, makes him bust, brings it out wide.
Julian jumps.
Kennedy goes up. Wow, they call the late foul after Julian Gospich on his way down. Kennedy times the jump, gets the call. No good on the layup, but here we go. Now it's Manfreda at the line. Excuse me, that is not Kennedy. Kennedy is currently getting a quick splash. As you hear there, that is the Bellarmine student section here tonight, trying to throw off the rhythm of Manfreda. Singing the alphabet. Let's see if Manfreda can stay locked in. He can't. They got him, and McElhanel gets a rebound.
Good old-fashioned alphabet right there. And he gets ball bringing it up the court.
And there's the foul. I tell you, that full court press, it's going to be there all night. It's about how Bellarmine can adapt to it. Doing a great job so far. Here they go. They set three.
Corbett wants the ball
calls
over the
for
top.
it. He grabs it. Oh, and he puts it in. Loves the pass. He lets him know. Great ball there. He'll take that all day long. Corbett, good start to his night so far.
Gospich to inbound the ball.
And there's McElhanel. He'll bring it up. No, he gets it off to Will Corbett before. Back into Julian. No, it's a turnover. Here comes R.L. Miller. Oh, Will Corbett, good D. Oh, they kickball.
Kickball? Okay.
Seemed like it hit his knee, but ref says it hit his foot. It hit his foot. Here comes 11 to come over here and inbound it. That is Davidson. He'll get it into Mixon. Corbin on Mixon. Mike on Davidson. That is Nick on R.L. Miller. Miller gets by. Oh, great defense from Nick. What a block. Here we go. Now Nick Corbett got the rebound. Mike gets the ball. That seemed, yeah, come on. Can't do that. Guy forgot it was not the fall anymore. Tried to run right through Will Corbett. And now here it is. It's Gospich to inbound.
Bray subs in for Will Corbett.
As Roan seems to want to come in, and he's going to pull Corbett out. Now you got Roan on Manfreda. That looks to be Bray on Purnell. Nick is down there on Zulawinski. Mike, once again, still on Davidson. And you got Gospich on Mixon. Not a whole lot of starters in. Let's see which strongly bench-powered unit can get it done here for Bell or SHC. Harris gets the ball. He's one of the few starters on the court right now. And there gets it down to Gospich, but he can't get it. That's a foul there on Purnell.
Bray, of course, got 10 points tonight already. Only second quarter. I mean, as you learn against Midi and St. Francis, every single point counts, even free throws, and the Bells are looking really nice right now. Julian to the top.
It's Mike. He has the ball now. Trying to move on Mixon. He does. Gets to the basket. No good, but Gospich is there to clean it up. The garbage man gets it done. Roan getting driven on. Oh, great fake. Looked like Rondo. Threw it up, pulled back. Got the fade to go. Now Roan has the ball.
Even though SHC was able to move that ball down the court, it looks like there's just lacking the court vision right now. Manfreda was clearly open underneath the basket when the ball was at half court, and they failed to get him the ball. Granted, they did convert, but that's an open look that they needed. If they want to stay in this game, they got to
start capitalizing on those opportunities for sure. Here's Nick. He'll get the ball over to Bray. Back to Gospich to Rose. Shot clock's counting down. You hear the student section. No good once again for McElhanel. Look to take a heavy hit, but that's Panchich all back on defense. Way to find the tight window for Purnell. And now here's Bellarmine back on offense. Still up 13. Timeout is called, though, by Coach Surratt.
Yeah, if I'm the Bells, I want to stay on the gas right now. Can't let them see any chance to get back into this game. You got 2 minutes, 2 seconds left. Just gotta stay really aggressive, stay on that ball, and I mean, right now the Bells are making shots, but you can't let a miss or two get in your head. You gotta just stay going. Of course, Bray's got 10 points on the night. Tariq's got 5. Nick Corbett's got 7. Julian's got 7. Will Corbett's got 4, of course. So, I mean, a lot of people sharing the ball. You know, well, it's been a team effort so far today. It's not been one player standing out. Of course, Harris does have the 2 alley-oops, those big standouts.
Hit a pair of threes to go along with that. Tarek hit a triple, and so did Gospich. You know, the wealth has definitely been spread around tonight. You just got to see what they can keep doing now. It's going to come down. It's going to come down to, I think, how they can close out this quarter, feel good at coming out of half, and might have an early night here in San Jose. But, you know what, let's get down to the bottom of this. As Tarek, he's back in. Custodio, this is Bellarmine starting lineup. Major press on Custodio. They say he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah,
or maybe it's, oh. SHC player, that was Patton, I believe. He was out of bounds while grabbing the ball of Custodio, so they rule him out. It remains Bellarmine ball. Tarek gets it to Corbett, of course. Corbett back on Mixon. They saw each other this fall. Here's Bray, gets the pass. Bray kicks it to Tarek, gets it back, gets it out to Roan. Roan to Custodio. Corbett now at the top with it. Bray looking for it. Corbett doesn't get it to him. Now here comes Tarek.
We got 3 seconds on the shot clock.
1. The shot clock is going to expire. Did prevent an SHG fast break, though. And, you know, I would love to see Bellarmine get a stop here, get a quick bucket, and hold this double-digit lead going into half, and then see what they come out halftime. But right now we just got to see what they can do here. Patton gets it to Mixon. Mixon fakes the handoff to Kennedy as he goes in for the spin on Corbin. That is no good on the layup.
Yeah, now both sides of the ball right now. Mixon's on Nick Corbett. You can see that. I think they're playing that for the size difference. Bray calls for the ball. Tariq got the cutter.
Tarek to the basket, and there it is. Great bucket. I think so. Here we go. That is Kalinikcho, I believe. Excuse me, it might be Kaliniro. That is back out to Patton, no good on Tarek's defense. Custodio tries to come up with the loose ball. He can't. Now Kennedy, he'll get it back to Patton. That looks to be Zulawinski who wanted it, but they're going to go ahead and call Zulawinski with some off-the-ball kind of foul, I believe. So now Rowe, Tarek, he's in the backcourt. Had a long night. Seems to be tired already, is what you would expect. The guy runs all this offense. Definitely takes a physical beating. But here we go. He gets it to Bray. Bray's trying to work it to half court. He can't get it done. Fast break for Patton, but Custodio chops it up. It'll stay Irish ball as Custodio prevents the fast break, but he still wishes he got more. Definitely seemed displeased there, but you know what, this Bellarmine team, they have a 15-point lead right now. If they can get a stop here, hold on to this going into half, I don't think they'd be too mad after what happened earlier this season. Roan gets the ball off of the tipped around.
Oh.
9 seconds left, 8.8 seconds left, and I believe they called the foul. We are in the one-by-one bonus, though, so now Roan Kapalili to the line.
I think the foul was on Patton,
I believe it was on Patton. Now here's Roan at the line. This is his first trip to his line tonight. He makes the first, so he'll get to see a second one. Now you got Aiden Cohn checking into the game alongside Will Corbett and Nick Panicia.
And then,
as
of course,
Harris, Big
Will
Corbett, and Tarek check out. Roan 2 for 2 from the line for him.
Trying to capitalize on this last possession.
Oh, Custodio gets beat by the spin. Roan launches one from half. It's no good. Almost bounced in there, but it did not. Now here you go. The Bells are headed to the locker room. SHC following him in tightly as one of them just joined the Bellarmine line to walk into the locker room.
Haven't seen that one before.
Did not leave a whole lot of space in between these two teams, but
Yeah, obviously not too much bad blood. No one's worried about anything in the locker room.
yeah, I think the SHC doesn't feel like they maybe have too much control over this one, so they're kind of just going to let Bellarmine waltz into the locker room and seem to be moping in there alongside him. As now it's 39-24, Bellarmine lead at the half.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
All
You
right.
know, here we go. There's a hype tape right now up at the halftime on the, let's call it some sort of jumbotron. See the Bells warming up. Tape from their last games. There's Bray with a 3 on that. You know, we've seen that a couple of times tonight.
Tonight's obviously just an accumulation of everything that's happened this week. Bell's playing fantastic basketball right now.
You know, Surratt, he's in his first year. That guy, he's determined. He wants to win basketball games. He doesn't care where the teams are ranking him. You saw that three-point game against Mitty. He wants to push the tempo. He wants to fight against these other teams, and he believes he can coach them there, and I'm right behind him. His team has played a great game of basketball tonight, and I don't see why they'd stop here. You know, I could easily see us throwing down 80 tonight, and I've loved what I've seen so far this first half, and I hope everyone of you at home has as well. It's a great game of basketball.
Okay, there's our end of two-quarter halftime analysis. We'll see you back in 8 minutes. Welcome back. You can probably hear the Bellarmine Pep Band in the background. But Sebi and I are here to just tell you, we got 4 seconds till halftime's over. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. You know, I was watching the Bells. They were coming out of the half. They got out early into the warm-ups. They tend to do it. I think Coach Girardi likes the guys to get a nice shoot around before half starts. He has a quick speech, and then they're back on the floor. And you know what? They were looking good. Here we go. We're back. We've got the same starting lineup. Tarek, Custodio, Braden, alongside Roan and Nick Corbett. And now here we go. This is Patton bringing up the ball. He was not a starter tonight, but he comes out starting the second half. This is Purnell. He's got the ball, finds R.L. Miller, guarded by Corbett. Tries to pass it low. Oh, Roan does not come up with the steal. Mixon goes up and gets the basket. Mixon tries to put it on the full court press. He's the only one up there, though. Now here's Tarek. He's moving the ball down from Patton. And that is Corbett finds Custodio on a great backdoor cut.
It's intelligent backdoor cuts like that really can blow a game open right now. Get SHC on their heels.
You know what, dude? It's all through Corbett, too. Like you said at the start of the game, there seemed to be a size mismatch there. And Corbett, he's just getting double team sent at him. He's getting it done. Great court vision. Now, there you go. You saw an R.L. Miller layup there. Got to the basket. Got way up there. Was not going to be denied of that bucket. Failed inbound at first, but here we go. Now Nick Corbett has the ball. He'll get it to Roan Kapalili. I don't know why I said it like that. Here's Tarek. Tarek coming over. He's going to find Bray. Bray lets one go from deep. He's stroking it nicely tonight, but not that one. Now here we go. It's a great finish there. Took it coast to coast. That was Purnell. Here's Bray. Coming back. He's going to slow it down a little bit. Now he's going to the cup for the floater. What a bucket. Harris. He's got 12 tonight. Playing a great ball game.
It's interesting to see Bell has stopped the full court press right now. And the SHC has gotten chances to score. I wonder if they go back to that to limit the damage.
We'll see. Here
Free
they
ball.
go. That's 3 from Mixon. It's no good. There's Roan's board, and he's going to get it to Custodio, who seems to be bringing up the ball for the Bells on this possession. He's going to get by Purnell. Excuse me. Harris lets another one go. No good this half from 3. Started out great in the first half. Miller gets by Corbett. Roan, great help defense, and gets it out to Mixon for 3.
That's a miss.
Ew,
never
not
mind.
a miss. He'll get the members bounce off of the glass. Now Tarek bring it back up. Screen from Corbett to give him some breathing room. Tarek, good spin inside, gets it to Harris. Doesn't let this one go. He'll get it back to Corbett. And now here's Tarek setting up the offense. There's Roan. Back down low to Corbett. Bunch of spins. Lets it up, gets his own board, and there's the foul.
Yeah, you can hear the smack from all the way up here in the commentary box.
Could definitely hear that. I'd be surprised if you guys didn't hear it at home. That was a brutal slap, but here's Corbett at the line. Second trip to the charity stripe tonight for Corbett. As this is Nick and Gospich, I believe, here to check in. It looks like maybe Bray on his way out alongside. Let's find out. It's Roan who's on his way out alongside Harris. So Nick Panisa as the main announcer stated, and Gospich are in. Here's Corbett at the line. Gospich, that one's good. Make both. Did he make both?
Yeah.
Made both there, 2 for 2. Nick on defense gets it down to Gospich's man. I believe that's Manfreda. It is. Here's Mixon. Corbett guarding Mixon. Bad pass. Miller has to come get it for him. Nick on Miller. There's the foul. Rest right there. He's not going to miss that one.
This is one of the bigger lineups for the Bells with this smaller Will Corbett and Bray out of the lineup.
Definitely. I mean, as you would expect, as guys are smaller, 2 underclassmen. Freshman and sophomore, and Harrison Corbett. Corbett, of course, being the freshman. Now, here's Tarek. He gets by Mixon. He's going to settle it a little bit. Throws it down to Corbett on Manfreda. He's going to take it to the post. Mixon sends a double. Gospich gets it. Bell swinging it around the horn. Custodio goes to the bucket. Oh, he can't slip it in. And now here we go. There's the foul called on Corbett. Didn't love that call.
Yeah, you can see that was more of a frustration foul. You could see him clapping his hands afterwards. Obviously know that was a mistake. That was unnecessary.
SHC, they must have drawn up something fairly good in the halftime speech and pulled it now within 9.
Yeah,
Here we go. It's Mixon who has the ball on Corbett. Back to Miller. Miller gets a screen from Manfreda. He gets a switch onto Gospich. He goes to the basket. No calls until Nick steps out of bounds. Ref called it. He was right there. Wasn't going to miss it. Once again. Now Will Corbett, he's coming in. Yep, and there it goes. Nick Benicia, he's coming out. Now Corbett, he's going to be guarding the inbound man here. That is Patton. Here we go, back out to Purnell. Purnell trying to drive by Custodio. That man is a brick wall, but a great finish. Great shot from Purnell. He'll get that bucket to go. Here comes Tariq. Bell's only lead by 7 now. Definitely not what they were expecting coming out of the half.
Yeah, Bell's got to stay on the aggression. Cutter from Gospich, off the ground.
And
Bell's ball.
Stays here. Ref, once again, he's right there. He sees it. Go out on the Irish, and he's going to make that call every time. Harris checks in for Custodio. I mean, you can see they're definitely sending immediate doubles when Corbett gets the ball down low. They don't want him to have it. Here's Will Corbett. He'll let a quick 3 go. No good. R.L. Miller on the board. That's Mixon pushing the break. Both Corbett's trailing him. Neither will jump. And that is a free layup for Mixon. As now the game is within 5. And that is a Coach Surratt timeout.
So right now, I see the Bells just lit their foot off the gas. Obviously being a little bit careless with the ball. You got a couple useless turnovers here on their own baseline. Right now, Bells just need to slow down, take a little break. You got a full minute timeout here. I say you put the starters back in because I mean,
why not?
Obviously showed some success.
Yeah.
And Corbett after that foul, moving a little bit slower, trying to limit the damage of fouls on his behalf. But remember the whole offense, he's off of him and Tariq, so you just got to stay in, you know.
I mean, I think they just got to trust their game plan. What they're doing in the first half, it was really working for them. Obviously, SHC, they came into their halftime speech. They were eager to get into the locker room, like we said earlier. You know what? I see why. They were definitely planning. They do not want Corbett to beat them at this point. They wanted to get right. Once it's in Corbett's hands, double's coming. They don't want him to beat us. They know that they can't stop that double.
Yeah, you can see, just as I said at the end of the half, Mixon has switched on to Corbett, whereas at the beginning of the game, it was Kennedy. Now there's the size difference that we spoke about has now been moved down. So now it's more matchup man-on-man with Corbett. So we'll see how he can just advance the Bells offense from there.
Custodio gets it into Corbett. He's going to bring up the ball. Corbett running alongside him. Custodio, he's guarded here by Patton. Oh, it's a great steal there from Purnell. Not Custodio's best pass. You know what? That is not what the Bells were hoping for out of this timeout. Oh, into Corbett. Tariq wanted to get some separation, and he did. Now he's pushing it down the court. Tariq, he drives in, kicks it out to Will Corbett. Will Corbett gets it back to Tariq. Tariq into the corner. That's Custodio. Blocked by R.L. Miller.
Yeah, I see the Irish just playing faster paced basketball right now and got the Bells on their heels.
They do. There's the 3 that would have tied it, but it's no good. However, the Irish stay on offense. Gets to the cup, and wow, we got a 1-point game after Purnell's shot.
This is what we spoke about before. Too many second chance points can let teams back into the game. Bells have to start getting their own rebounds and not giving Irish a second chance.
Let's see what we can do here on this possession. Custodio gets it to Tariq. Tariq finds Corbett, and Will Corbett makes a backdoor cut. No good. There's a triple team on Corbett. Tariq lets one go. It's off the front rim, and now SHG with the chance to take the lead. Here they go. Great pass there. What a feed. I believe that was Patton on the find, and that was Manfreda on the finish. And now Bellarmine trails by 1 after a terrible start to this second half. Gonna have a ball game.
Unique. Bells have found more success up against the Cathedral full court press than they have against the half court. That's changed, obviously, in the first quarter. Bell was very successful.
In the half court. Now, not good against the full court press. SHC's seeming to find a rhythm both defensively and offensively. And that's a foul on Michael Patton. Now Tarek, he's here to inbound. It's a baseline play here. Let's see if the Bells can draw something up, get a nice bucket, and get back into a rhythm. Corbett will cut. It's another double. Custodio picks it up, finds Corbett, and there we go. Good bucket for the Bells. And see if we can get a defense. The crowd loves it. Here we go. Mixon. He'll get it over to Patton once again. Tarek's on him. Gets over to Mixon. He's got Corbett guarding him.
There's Kennedy.
Down to Kennedy. That's Bray on defense. Similar builds there. No good. No board, though. Once again, Bellarmine letting up an offensive board. Mixon fires from deep. No good. Corbett will not be denied from this rebound. Now Bray has Miller on him. Coughs it up. Oh, and they call him for a foul as Miller tries to get a quick finish there. And they call the foul. Corbett calls for a team huddle. They got to calm down here. Play their ball game. That's the second there on Harris.
Yeah, that seemed like a pretty useless foul right there. He'd already been beat, lost the ball, and you know, I'll get annoyed and pick up basketball, hit a guy, but here it really counts. You can't be giving up useless fouls.
There's R.L. Miller. He misses the first one, so they have no chance to take the lead at this trip to the line. But now Harris, he'll check out after the foul as Will Corbett will check back in. We got Will Corbett alongside Custodio and Tarek holding down the backcourt with Nick Corbett and Rowan holding up the front court as Nick Corbett gets the board after R.L. Miller goes 0 of 2 from the line, and there's a foul. That is Davidson, number 11. He got charged up for that one. Rowan inbounds. Bellarmine goes to their three-man set at half court. Tarek goes one way, Custodio another, and there comes Corbett. He'll leak out, get the ball. Corbett finds his big brother, Nick Corbett on the perimeter. Don't see that a whole lot. Tarek makes a drive. Oh,
big.
Picked up. Mixon pushes the floor. He's got Kennedy alongside him. Miller to trail. Miller with the pump fake. Tarek jumps. No good still, and there's a Tarek rebound. Here we go. Tarek pushes. He's getting a double send. Kicks it to Roan. Got an open man, but they can't find him at Miller. Oh, he's in transition. Let's see what he'll do. Oh, he goes for the dunk. It's no good. But Kennedy picks it up, and he'll finish. Now here we go. Tarek gets a screen from Corbett. Didn't seem like Davidson knew that one was coming. There's a good bucket from Tarek. That's what we needed. Great finish with his left. There's Mixon. Oh, but Nick Corbett tips it to his younger brother. Now, Will Corbett will slow it down. He'll find Tarek, like we said.
Yeah, that was a very composed play by the freshman.
It was very composed. Seemed like a very veteran-esque move as he got it to the guy who's going to be the floor general. Nick Corbett throws it down to Tarek. He got an open layup, but they called a foul on the ground. Bellarmine once again inbounding it from below the basket. This is once more Tarek. That is the third foul on Purnell. R.L. Miller checks out alongside Purnell and Patton.
Effrey and Gorin are both in the play.
Here we go. This is Corbett taking Mixon down low. He gets a double send at him. Roan lets one go. There's three. Bellarmine is first to 50. It's 51-47. And they got a 4-point lead now.
You got 3 minutes left. 3 seconds left.
Oh. They got to call a charge there. Great defense from Roan. Great possession, back-to-back from him.
3.1 left on the clock.
1.3 seconds to go. And now Roan gets it into Tarek. Tarek's got to let one go. He does. It's not getting there. Bellarmine, great 2 possessions to close out that half. And now here we go. We're going to have a nice fourth quarter. It's going to be interesting here.
Yeah, first half game was definitely on simmer, but now it's heating up. Both teams playing fast ball. Along with that speed, you see them getting a little bit more disjointed, more mistakes. But right now you see the more refined team, come out on top. That's what the fourth quarter is all about.
It could come down to who's going to play this game, who wants it more, and who's going to play more fundamentally sound. Like you said, Game is getting fast-paced. Guys want to get in transition and make buckets. You saw R.L. Miller. He went for a dunk. He luckily had his teammate alongside him to pick up the trash and go right back up with to get the bucket. But it's those type of plays where Bell's going to have to capitalize, play their brand of basketball, get in the half court, do what they want to do. Let Corbett get down low, eat, kick it out like he's been doing all night. He's had great court vision. Tarek's been a master floor general. And now here we go. It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter, 51-47. 5 seconds left in the break. Bells seem to be drawing something up. The guys look ready to, they look poised. They look poised for a nice break here. They want a good start to this fourth quarter. If they can jump out ahead of the Irish in this fourth quarter, it could seriously set them up for success in this one.
Of course, if you guys want to see Sebi and me just talk about some game right now, you decide you don't need to watch basketball, which of course stay here, but open another device, head over to Hot Take Central and view our own stream. You get the announcer cam.
You got the announcer cam here on the stream. It's definitely firing on all cylinders tonight up here in the booth. And here we go. It's Roan to inbound. Tark in the backcourt. Tark is guarded by Patton, and that's Mixon guarding the inbound. Surprisingly, Mixon not on Corbett to start this half.
Yeah, that was very successful in the third quarter. Wonder why they didn't stick with that.
They didn't. And now here we go. Corbett, he's on the perimeter looking to dish it. There's Roan. Roan to Custodio. Corbett gets down low. Tark finds him.
Go.
There's the immediate double. Corbett no good. Couldn't get his own board. Good defense here from Manfreda. Here comes, this is Purnell driving down. He finds Manfreda. R.L. Miller, he's back in the game, guarded by, of course, that is Tarek. Custodio in the corner playing defense. Manfreda guarded by Roan. Manfreda trying to create some wiggle room. There's none to be found, and there's a Corbett rebound. Roan can't pick it up. Now he does. He finds Custodio as the rest of the Bells join him on offense. Tarek working here on Purnell. Corbett gets the immediate double once more. Can't get rid of it until that is Patton getting Purnell out on the break, and no good. Great defense from Corbett to hustle back, and then he forces a missed layup there. Custodio needs help. He gets it from Tarek, gets it right back. Got a little bit of wiggle room here. He gets it down to Corbett, and there's the foul on R.L. Miller. We're going to get another baseline inbound for the Bells, and who do you know? It is Tarek going down inbound. That's 2 on R.L. Miller on the night. Oh, they bring in another size here with Gospich.
Now this is the Bells' big lineup right here.
They got Corbett and Tarek to bring up the backcourt, and the rest of the size is in. You got Gospich, Corbett, and Roan all in. Here we go. It's Corbett going. Great steal from Mixon. Just came up where he didn't see it. Corbett's combined for a double team. Roan picks up one. Tarek goes for help. Bell's trying to rally back on defense. Great defense. And now Will Corbett secures the rebound, pushes it by R.L. Miller. Great ball security here. He'll get to the basket, but gets blocked by Manfreda. Now Bellarmine once again with the baseline inbound. See if they can drop a quick bucket here. Maybe kind of fool with the SHC defense. As now this is Weiser checking out. It's Mike checking in. That is Mike Macalancel. Oh, and there's a big-time triple from Will Corbett. Student section loves it, and he's letting them know. Mike Macalancel, he's here guarding defense, stays in front of him. All smoke and mirrors there. Kicks it out to Manfreda, though. He'll match Corbett with the 3 of his own. Macalancel bringing up the ball. Gospich gets it to him. Now Corbett wants it back. He's guarded here by R.L. Miller. They go for the switch. Corbett to Corbett. Corbett staying on the perimeter. Seems like he wants to get inside now on Manfreda. Big Corbett calls a play as the other Corbett's in the corner. He's going to roll down to the inside. Mike gets it here. He's on R.L. Miller. Bunch of pump fakes. There's Gospich. Great move from Gospich. Powers it home for a bucket of its own. 56-50. 5:20 to play. R.L. Miller goes to the basket by Gospich. Finds his running mate on the gridiron, Jerry Mixon, who gets to the basket. Can't convert to and one, but he'll be headed to the charity stripe for 2. Here we go. That is called on Roan Capili. That is his first of the night. And now Jerry Mixon at the line. Once again, student section wants to throw off his rhythm, singing some Katy Perry, but it doesn't seem to bother Mixon here. That's the first of two, and he'll get it to go. Harris checks in for Capili. We got Gospich, Corbett, and Corbett alongside Harris and McElhanel. Bellarmine is seemingly getting smaller with that move, but we'll see what they do here. Mixon at his second. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. McElhanel will bring it up. No, he'll give it to Gospich. Gospich finds Harris. He's shooting a great three tonight, about 50%. 2 for 4. Here's McElhanel. He's trying to get by. That is Patton, I believe. McElhanel still trying to get by. Won't give it up. Misses the reverse layup. And Patton finds, no, not Mixon. Great pass to Purnell. Somehow called a foul. I didn't see a whole lot of contact,
I
but
think they had him coming down.
yeah, had him coming down. They called it contact to the head on the way down of Corbett, and as Purnell was going up, now Purnell is going to the line for 2 of his own.
All right, this is where the rubber meets the road, guys. Bell's up by 4 right now. Got 2 to shoot. SHC coach not happy at the moment.
Not at all.
I believe it's at its own player, though, which is a unique look.
Not sure what the call was there, but Nick Corbett seemed to be pretty fired up. He threw a clap in there. Now let's see what happens here. Student section starting to let him know their presence as he misses. It was a 1-and-1 that called it into the on the floor foul. Bonus free throw wasn't good. Harris here. Purnell drives by Harris, kicks it out to Miller. Miller to the bucket. Great finish there from R.L. Miller. And now we got a 2-point ball game. Gospich possesses it. Weiser checked in on those free throws. Now here he comes up the floor. He's guarded here by Patton.
Just calls the play.
Of course, this is Weiser, the lefty. Now finds it to Gospich, who moves it to Harris. Harris to Corbett. Corbett fakes the handoff right to the bucket. It is a free one for Nick Corbett, and he loves it. Here he goes right to Jerry Mixon. No slowing down this kid, Nick Corbett.
Irish obviously read the scouting report there.
Oh, bad attempt for a layup there from Purnell, but Mixon will clean it up, and he'll go right back up with it. Once again, 58-56, 4 to play. This is going to be a great finish here tonight.
4:06 left. You got 5 fouls for Bells. SHC has 6 right now. Hopefully that doesn't come into too much trouble for either team.
Love to see a clean finish here. Like you said, I wouldn't want the fouls to hold too much over this game. I think we're definitely due for a great finish.
I think both teams should have their starters back in. Not sure what the noise was coming about from the SHC bench, but obviously close games brings out that energy. But
definitely,
especially on a possession where you convert, it's unusual to be bringing that kind of energy from a coach. But
definitely, coach. He wants it though. You can see he wants his guys to walk away with a win here, go 2-0 over the Bells on the season. But this Bellarmine lineup, they seem to be having a strict saying about how they're not going to let that happen, and Coach Sherrod seems to be leading them on that way. Here's Custodio. He's guarded by Mixon. He'll get it over to Tarek. Straight down to Corbett. Corbett is blocked. Mixon loses it, but no, Purnell will pick it up before any Bell can contest. And now we're back on defense here. Will Corbett guarding R.O. Miller. Miller gets to the bucket. Great finish from R.O. Miller. Takes it tight off that screen.
We
right
got
to
a
the
tie
basket.
ball game.
It is a tie ball game. Here we go. Tarek get a big time bucket here. Facilitator of this offense. Corbett rolls alongside him, but he'll go to Custodio, who goes right to Corbett. And there's the Bellarmine basketball we all needed to see. Here we go. Great possession there for the Bells. Tarek on Miller. They keep going to Miller. He wants to get to his right. And there's the foul on Will Corbett. Will doesn't seem to love the call, but he's going to have to live with it. We got 3:14 to play. Bellarmine up 2. I believe that is Manfreda at the line.
Yeah, the last 3 possessions, SHC's been able to get through the middle of the defense right now. That's what we spoke about at the beginning. You can't let that happen because Bell's defense does an especially good job pushing everyone outside. You can hear the student section making noise right now.
Definitely. Bellarmine, like we were stating all game long, they tend to play a lot of their smaller lineups. They like the speed they have with those guys, and they love having Corbett just be that one guy in, dominating down low. So You know, now we got some funny business going on. Mixon seems to want to get away from Corbett, and Corbett doesn't want to have any of it. He wants to follow Mixon wherever he goes. Now, ref tells Mixon he's got to stop moving around, and Corbett loves all of it. He's going to be right alongside Mixon, boxing him out for this board.
Yeah, that's the matchup they're looking for, clearly.
Mixon, you know, he wanted to try and attack Capili for the rebound, but Corbett wanted none of that. Here's Manfreda for his second. He gets the second. Apparently, all the smoke and mirrors with Mixon did not matter. Now, here we go. It's Weiser. He's got the ball. 60-59. Bellarmine ahead.
You got 3:10 remaining.
Here we go. Weiser calls some sort of play. Gets it over to Corbett. That's Bray rolling up off of a screen. Deep three here for Harris. No good. And there's the R.L. Miller board. Gives it to Mixon, and Mixon pushes the floor right into Nick Corbett. Corbett stays right next to him. Once again, a good finish from this SHC Fighting Irish team.
SHC now up 61-60.
It might be the first lead of the night for the Irish, or just one of the few they've had for sure. Harris will get it. Great rotational defense from the Irish. Moving the ball a lot for the Bells, and SHC has been rotating them right there with them. Here's Corby. He's got
There's the
Manfreda.
one-on-one.
Definitely. Wow, they call a travel. I believe the ball was on the ground. Seemed to maybe be a foul for Surratt. That's what he wants. They're not going to get any of those calls, though. It's going to be 61-60, 2:24 to play, and here come the Irish. You know, they've had some great offense working, penetrating, getting to the cup. Let's see if Bellarmine can stop it. Once again, they go to Miller. He tries to get there. Bellarmine, great double, and Miller cannot make that pass. I don't know what he's doing, passing to his teammate who's on the sideline right now. So now we're going to get Bellarmine ball. Only 10 seconds off of that clock. Bellarmine trails by 1, but they have the ball. 2:10 to go, and here comes Weiser bringing it up the court. He's got Purnell on it. He gets it to Corbett, who's guarded by Manfreda. Other Corbett by R.L. Miller. Capili by
Nick wants
Mixon.
it.
Nick gets it down low on Manfreda. No good.
That is the matchup Bell wants, though. Manfreda and Corbett in the base.
Mixon
block.
now being picked up by Nick Corbett here. We got both Corbett's here on the floor in crunch time. Custodio on Purnell up top at the logo. They'll get it to Mixon on Nick Corbett. Nick Corbett, oh, great spin from Jerry Mixon, but he forgot how to put a ball in the basket. Great spin from Tarek. Will Corbett lets the three go. Bang! What a shot from Will Corbett. And the student section loves every second of it. 63-61.
That play was solely keyed off of Weiser.
Weiser, you saw that. Nick Corbett got the board, gets it to Weiser. And there we go. Bellarmine defense is starting to pick up some wind in the sails. And here we go. Can Bellarmine close this one out? They're up 2. $1:15 to play, and they have the ball. You know, Bellarmine, yeah, definitely starting to fire here. They want this one bad. You can see it. Student section loves every second of it as well. Someone in the crowd for wearing the SHC green hates what's going on, and the ref has to tell him he's got to calm down, okay? It's not the playoffs yet. Weiser gets the ball off of the Capili inbound, and he's got no one pressing him here. Picks him up at the half court. That's Purnell. Tarek trying to find some sort of separation. Gets it to Will Corbett, guarded by Mixon. They switch. Now Mixon's on Tarek, who gets the ball. Corbett sets a screen on Mixon. Tarek holds it, gets it now down to Corbett, who is on Mixon. Corbett takes it up. No good. R.L. Miller picks it up. He wants to push his pace. Finds his guy Purnell. No call foul. Don't know how they didn't call a charging, but he got a knotted up game at 63 with 40 seconds to go. What can Bellarmine do? Oh, they called a timeout. Surratt did not like that. He was trying to call that about at least 5 seconds ago. But the Bellarmine Bells, they just wasted clock that Surratt really wanted.
You got 6.5 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Who do you want to get the ball right now?
I mean, if I'm Bellarmine, you know, they've been doing it all night. Let Weiser get the ball. Let him facilitate. I trust in him. The senior, he's been in the Bellarmine program. This is his 4th year now. Yo, let Corbett work down low. Let Weiser get the ball up top. Set a couple screens. Get guys moving. The SHC defense, they don't want to run around with the Bells. If we can just get them to get off their feet a little bit and get a little bit distracted by what's going on I seriously think we could get the one-on-one everybody wants to see with Corbett down low. You know, and I trust him to make a big-time bucket right now. And I think that one might be what Surratt is drawing up right now. He's going to keep the same lineup in. You got Weiser at the point, Custodio and Will Corbett running the 2-3 combo as Roan is bringing the 4 and Nick Corbett rounding out the 5 at the center.
This is going to be a great, great finish right now. Of course, SHC takes the floor first.
SHG gets out of that huddle before the bells, and here's that coach, assistant coach Bible, trying to calm down the troops. Just let them know what's good. SHG I believe that's the Bellarmine student section. They're clapping it up. They want this finish just as bad as the rest of us do. Roan gets it into Corbett, gets it back, and gets it to Weiser. This is exactly what I predicted. Weiser getting defended by Purnell. Will Corbett gets the ball here. Back to Custodio. They're getting it to Weiser.
They got 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Weiser's got it. He's got 10 now on this clock. Corbett comes to set him a screen. Weiser trying to get to the basket. Great spin. Gets a foul. Good call from the ref. Weiser goes to the line with 10.7 to play. It's a tie game once again. Like I said, it's 63. Here's Weiser at the line.
Weiser, of course, very strong free throw shooter.
Been a great free throw shooter so far this year. Here he is in the clutch, and now this is going to be the first of 2 shots at the line. It is rhythm, and it's good. That's a big-time free throw from Weiser. See if he can capitalize on the second one. Bell's up 1 here with 10 to go.
10.7 remaining.
SHC makes no subs as long as the Bells also don't make no subs. And there we go. Timeout SHC, 2-point lead. Great clutch shooting. That is ice in the veins from Weiser. 65-63. Here we go.
I believe the only 3 from SHC has been Manfreda tonight. Do you try to feed him again?
I don't think so. I mean, SHC, I'll be honest, they've been doing a great job getting to the bucket in this second half. You know, they were down big. I believe it was 15 points at half. They definitely came back in this one. They're making some noise here. And, you know, they got to get to the basket here, I think. You got Miller. He's been doing a great job finishing all night. Mixon, I think both of those guys want the ball. They got to maybe set a screen on the edges at the wing. Let Miller come down hard off of that screen and attack the bucket. At the least, I think he will get free throws. And I'm just curious as to what this Bellarmine defense comes out with.
Yeah, do you leave the same lineup in for the Bells?
I think they have to go bigger, but you don't want R.L. Miller to turn a corner on you. You get the wrong guy to switch on to Miller. You know, he's an Arizona State commit. That guy is an athlete. He will turn the corner. He will definitely be able to get to the basket. And, you know, we're going to have a ball game here. Bellarmine, they have 2 timeouts left, but they decide to keep the same lineup in. It seems to be Custodio on R.L. Miller here. That guy's shifty, stays on his feet. Actually, it's maybe Capili on R.L. Miller.
You got the full court press from the Bells.
They want the size on Miller. Here comes Purnell. He gets by Custodio, turns around. No good. Oh, my God. They called a foul when the ball was in the air. That seemed to just be a loose ball, but some sort of elbow they're calling on 11. I don't think there is an 11 in the lineup, but oh, no, they called it on Tarek Weiser. I believe this is 1-and-1 free throws for Manfreda. I don't think that was a shooting foul. Here we go. 2.9 to play. 2 timeouts for each team. Student section's loud. Oh, and it's good. Capili somehow ends up on the ground. Not sure what happened there, but, you know, here we go. Big-time free throw for Manfreda. He's had a great game tonight. It's one of the more clutch free throws of his life. 2.9 to tick. Here we go. Manfreda, student section's getting loud. Manfreda, what great free throws from him. As you would expect, the Bellarmine Bells, they call their timeout.
2.9 remaining.
2.9 to go.
So that's what we just talked about, man. Manfreda made the 2 clutch buckets. Obviously not 3-pointers, but, I mean, obviously feeling very good about himself right now.
Yes, you know, he's had a great defensive effort in the second half on Nick Corbett down low. Doesn't have the same size Corbett does, but he's been getting a lot done. I mean, well, this is going to come down to it. Can Bellarmine get the shot they want? As you might have saw towards the end of those free throws, Seems to be a little bit of chirping now going on between SHC and the Bells. The good blood that was headed into the first half does not seem to be around here just as much as it was. SHC breaks out of the huddle early. They seem to be staying with that same lineup. Purnell, he started the game. Miller started the game. Mixon did not, nor did Manfreda. And I do not believe Davidson did. Davidson did, but Patton did not. Davidson is not on the floor right now. Excuse me. We got Will Corbett here at the half. And here we go. Custodia's inbounding. Got Tarek, Nick, and Roan in the backcourt. Noah's got it inbounding. He gets it in. Tarek just lets it go. Will Corbett gets blocked by R.L. Miller. And we're going to overtime. Let's see what we can cook up here in the overtime. This could be an overtime thriller here. Great game. You got to give it to the Fighting Irish. They fought back in the second half.
Big time.
Nothing
Obviously,
else.
you can see him in the first half. Obviously goes to Bellarmine. Second half definitely goes to the Irish. I mean,
I would say the Irish, they came out hot. They wanted it. Out of the gates of that second half, they wanted nothing more than this opportunity that they're about to get in the overtime. You know, they were down early, and now they're starting to come back. So we got an overtime section. Here we go. You know, student section is fired up. Student section is loving it. They're looking over here. The student section, they want this overtime. You know, the Bellarmine Bells, like we said, they've had a great week of basketball. Can they cap it off with the W? Or is the Fighting Irish going to come out too strong here in this overtime period? Only time will tell.
same lineup for the Irish, I believe, and
no substitutions made.
Yeah.
I think
Equal all
I wouldn't
around.
be surprised if for the next 4 minutes you don't see a substitution, because no one is in immediate foul trouble, and these guys, they want to win. These coaches, Coach Surratt, he wants to get this done and sit alongside the SHC coach. I believe it is Coach Caesar Smith. He really wants to win. He's been fired up all night. They both have. Here's the tip. It's Capili and Manfreda. Capili gets kind of stuck at the top, and they're going to give it to SHC. It looked like Custodio touched it last, so the ref rules in favor of that. R.O. Miller right next to the student section of the Bells.
Obviously, they're going to let him hear it.
Wonder what they're saying. It doesn't look like they're saying a whole lot, but he's smiling. Maybe they did say something, and now here we go. It's Purnell moving it down the floor. Mixon wants it. Mixon fakes it to Manfreda. Manfreda gets it. Manfreda to Miller. Miller being guarded by Capili. It's Purnell now by Custodio. Double screen. Custodio stays on Purnell. Purnell looks to get to the bucket off of the spin, but Custodio will stay in front of him. Great job there. Here comes Mixon with 10 to go. He'll get it back to Purnell. Good screen. Lays it off to Patton. Gets it out to Manfreda, and he hits his second three of the night.
See, that's
Here
that
we go.
penetration down in the middle, opening up the
Kicks
edges.
it out, and now here's Weiser. Can the Bells answer? Here we go. It is Purnell on defense. Weiser lets a three of his own go. Doesn't get the bounce he was looking for. Corbett can't secure a board, and that's Mixon pushing the pace with Custodio stopping ball like a veteran would do. Now back out. R.L. Miller tries to get through. Kicks it to Manfreda for another three. That one's an air ball. Nothing but net, two in a row, but one of them didn't get through. Here's Weiser to Custodio, right to the basket. Misses the layup, but Corbett, great rebound. Goes right back up. Does not let Manfreda get anywhere near his way.
67-68 Irish.
Here we go. Mixon bringing it up slowly. Mixon, he's got Corbett on him. He hasn't loved this matchup since he's gotten it tonight. And Purnell wants the matchup versus Custodio. He hasn't dominated there either. Let's see if they can get R.L. Miller the ball. They don't. Purnell,
Big bucket.
great finish there through the contest. He'll throw it right down over the top, and now we got another Irish three-point lead with Weiser bringing up the floor. He gets the Corbett screen. Corbett rolls. Weiser over to Custodio. Custodio will show for it. Here we go. Back to Corbett on Manfreda. You get the cut from Capili. Capili, no good on the finish. Tried to go for some sort of reverse layup, and it wasn't there. Custodio is now not on Purnell. Custodio goes on to Miller. Bellarmine doesn't seem to be guarding. Okay, here
Really
we go.
disjointed defense right now.
Did not seem ready for that. And now Patton lets the three fly. It's no good. Can Bellarmine get a rebound? They can't. Mixon goes back up. No good. Will Corbett can't get a rebound. It's all over the place.
Offensive
and
fouls.
there's the foul. And now somehow I believe that's Patton on the ground grabbing his head. That is a scary sight. Let's hope he's okay. R.L. Miller checks in on his friend. See if he can get him up. There he is. Patton gets back up. Surratt calls over his guys. Bells with 1 timeout left, and the Irish have 2. You know, Surratt's rallying his troops here. He knows they're down 3 with Patton with a trip to the line. He's been pretty good from there tonight. Let's see what he can do. If he makes 2, this is definitely a different ball game than what the Bellows were hoping for. And, you know, with only 1:37 to go after these free throws, Bells are going to have to get something going here on offense.
Yeah, that was a total failed defensive attempt. You can see Tarek, obviously, I think he was gesturing to Custodio, but there was a miscommunication there on defense.
Some sort of miscommunication for sure, not on the same page there. Got some sort of switch that was only a one-way communicated switch. Not the best for the Bells, but, you know, we're going to find out here what they can get done. Here's Patton at the line. Ref's telling him, I believe he has 2. It is not 1 for 1. Here's Patton with his first. The student section kind of yelled at him, and it must have gotten to him right on the release. That is a missed free throw from Patton, and he is not happy about that.
The good fashion, out of sync ABCs, that's what they used to call it.
Gets the best of him usually. Can he get him again? No. Patton gets this one.
4-point game.
Here we go. Subs come in after the second free throw. That is Effrey coming in for Patton.
Patton more of a speed guy.
Distraught on the sideline right now. Effrey's been a great defender tonight, and that's what I think Coach Smith wants him to be in these closing minutes. Here we go. Corbett gets it down low. Manfreda trying to screen his face off. Gets it to Custodio through Capili. Custodio finishes. Great finish there from Custodio. And now here we go. Mixon. 1:15 to play. Mixon's bringing it up. Nick Corbett, he's ready. Waiting for him at the three-point line. Doesn't want him to get a whole head of steam. He's going to stop him early if he tries to go. Mixon wants to waste time. Bunch of smoke and mirrors from the SHC other side of the court. And now Custodio here on Purnell. We've seen this matchup a lot tonight here late in the clutch. Purnell tries to get by Custodio. Custodio stays in front. Mixon lets a 3-ball go. It's no good. Can Weiser get a rebound? He can't. Manfreda stays on top of him, and Miller possesses it back to Mixon. There's 40 to go. Nick Corbett goes up on him, and he's going to foul. Jerry Mixon tried to draw that as a shooting foul. Let's see what the ref says. I don't think it is.
No.
I think they called it
Mixon's
on the
Mixon's going to shoot too.
Mixon, this is 1 and 1. 1 and 1 here for Mixon, actually. This could be a big one. If Mixon misses this one, the Bells got to make sure they box out. Capili's got to stay in front of R.L. Miller. He has not been. Once again, he did it, and there it goes. It goes right to Effrey. Capili's got to stay in front of Miller. Miller, like I've been saying, he's really quick, great athlete, but you got to stay in front of him in moments like these. And now this is a 2 free throw shot.
Yeah, lack of offensive rebounds on multiple possessions have cost the Bells pretty severely right now.
They're definitely getting severely favored towards the SHC Irish on the offensive glass, and Bellarmine's got to pick it up. That is a big missed free throw there from Effrey, though. If the Bells can box out on this possession, and they don't have Miller in here to take the board, they're going to leave Manfreda and Mixon in now that Mixon is not shooting. Corbett secures a big-time rebound. Here we go. We got 37 to play. Effrey misses both, and now Weiser's working on Effrey.
2.5 seconds between shot and game clock.
Weiser straight to the cup. Great finish, and we got a tie ball game. 24 to play. SCG cannot waste time here. Bell's got to be safe about fouling. The Irish aren't in the double bonus. Now here's Custodio, all up on Purnell. He's guarding him at the half. Mixon's going to take it. 10 to go. Mixon wants it back. Purnell won't give it to him. Purnell wants his shot himself. Purnell, go! What a block! What a block from Custodio! Tarek, no good, and we're going to double overtime. Custodio got beat, but he did not let that distract him. He was going all for that ball. Very keen block, and he was not getting beat there. Great defense there from Custodio. And wow.
Excellent recovery. Excellent recovery.
We got double overtime here. That was a fabulous recovery. Here we go. Double overtime. It doesn't seem that the Bells are going to make any subs either. I believe that's Patton. He just took off his jersey on the sideline. Michael Patton will not be coming back in this game Not sure what happened to him, but the coaches seems to be escorting him to the far side of the bench. Not sure what's going on here. He does not seem happy. Patton
He was
really.
the one on the ground.
He was on the ground earlier. He may be in concussion protocol. Not sure. Definitely being checked up on here. He doesn't want any of it, though. He wants to be on his own. He's not happy right now. He definitely wishes he could be out there fighting with his guys. But here comes SHC. They're out of the huddle first. I believe it may be another tip-off here. Yes, it is. Let's see. Maybe they send Manfreda back or RL Miller. You know, the Irish, they're going to sub out Effrey here, and they're going to go back to Davidson, who started this game for them. The Bells, they're sticking with the same lineup. You notice we have not seen Harris on the floor ever since late in the third quarter, I believe, maybe early in the fourth. He was shooting the 3-ball great, so maybe they need to sub him in if they go down. But this lineup has been playing really well. Great defense from Custodio. We've seen that for the past about 20 minutes, it seems like. He's been all over the court all of tonight. It's Capili, and that is RL Miller this time, not Manfreda. As Purnell gets it, and who do you know? It's Custodio back on him. Corbett's guarding Mixon. Let's see what Mixon does here. He's got the Oregon arm sleeve. He's committed to Oregon for football, not basketball. Manfreda misses the 3, and it seems to be a loose ball foul on the newly into the lineup, Michael Davidson, for the Fighting Irish. And you know what? The Bells are in the one-by-one bonus here. So now this is Will Corbett, it looks like, at the line. And Nick Corbett, he's going to go on the RL Miller side of things. And Jerry Mixon will be right alongside Roan Capili as Will Corbett takes his free throw. Oh, Nick Corbett gets his brother's rebound, takes it right back up.
73-71 ball game.
2-point lead early in double overtime, I remind you, for the Bells. And this is it. Capili, he's on RL Miller. Miller to the basket, kicks it out. Davidson pump fake right by Corbett. But his brother gets it back for him. Tarek moves the floor to Will Corbett. Will Corbett pulls it out, and the great floater there. Bells are up 4.
2 dominant offensive possessions for the Bells.
Great feed from Tarek. The Bells want this game. Here we go. This is Jerry Mixon here on Nick Corbett. Manfreda sets a screen. Weiser comes out on a Mixon. It's no good. Weiser secures the rebound. Can the Bells get up big here?
Weiser ready to put the game in his hands.
Here he goes. He's working on Davidson. He wants separation in the front court, and he's got it. You know, that's a double sent to him on Mixon. Mixon rips it. Nick Corbett's running alongside with him. Jerry Mixon, he's just going to lay that thing right on in there. Smooth as butter. Bell still holding on to their 2-point lead, though. Here's Capili. Here's Weiser. He took a shot on that last play, landing hard on the ground, but he doesn't want any of the sideline. He wants all the smoke right now. Here's Weiser. Davidson on him. Double coming from RL Miller on Corbett. Doesn't take Miller's bounce. And here's the double on Custodio. He's got Miller on him now. Here we go. Settles it back down. Here's Corbett on Manfreda. Gets it to Weiser, who has Purnell on him. Seen him most of the night alongside Custodio. Weiser with a fading jumper in the corner. What a pull-up from him.
Big-time bucket.
Bells back up 4. This is Mixon coming down the floor. He'll get it to Purnell, guarded by Custodio. Seen a whole lot of that matchup. Custodio wants to stay right in front of him. He does a good job there. Gets it to Mixon. Now Manfreda. There we go. They're going to call a charge, and Weiser loves it.
Interesting. Miller has got tape on his middle finger and his ring finger of his right hand. He's been playing with it the last multiple possessions. Wondering if that's bothering him. No one mentioned a finger injury, but it's unique to point out.
Maybe he's had it all night. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why he missed the dunk earlier, but here we go. This is Tarek on Davidson. Davidson sticking in front of him, but now Custodio has it. Corbett back out to Tarek. Still Davidson on Tarek. It's a screen from Corbett. Gives Manfreda the opportunity to guard Tarek.
Corbett wants the ball in the paint.
Custodio, he's a lot of double teams off on RL Miller. 11 seconds here on the shot clock. $1:35 to go in double overtime. They're going to send Weiser over right by the Bellarmine student section to inbound it looks like. And yes, that's what it is. Here we go. Bells are getting in the play. Surratt seemed to have wanted a kicked ball there. Now here we go. Custodio, he's going to run up, not get it. It's going to Will Corbett. Nick sets a little bit of a screen for him. Roan Capili down low. Kicks it out to Will Corbett. He's got to get rid of it. He does on the pull-up jumper, no good. And here we go, tipped out to R.L. Miller. Someone's got to get in front of him. Tapili was there. And now here's Custodio on Purnell. Good defense. There's Nick Corbett here on Mixon. Here we go. Mixon's holding the ball. He's still trying to work on Corbett. Gets it to Manfreda, who's guarded by Will Corbett. Now Tarek's on Manfreda down low. And Mixon has the ball on the right wing on Nick Corbett.
That was a big-time switch for the Bells.
Gets it up top. There's Tarek on Purnell. Switches Manfreda. No good for Manfreda, and that's Bellarmine ball. That was definitely tipped by SHC. Waiting for a ref ruling here.
Refs ruled opposite calls. One pointed toward Bell, one pointed toward SHC.
And they go Bellarmine ball. There it is. Refs had a quick little discussion over that, and they realized definitely tipped by SHC over the backboard, and that will be Bellarmine ball. Now here we go. Capili into Weiser. Weiser wants help. He gets it from Capili. Here he goes. Gets it back. Weiser, oh, wow. Great tip by R.L. Miller. Miller to the basket. No foul called. It's a good defense. He goes straight up. It's Weiser. Miller
37.
misses the layup. Now here we go. It's to Corbett, to Custodio. Weak side is Will Corbett. They don't get it to him. Gets it. Is it a foul? It is. I believe that enters the Bell to the double bonus. Some sort of technical just called there on Purnell, I believe. No, technical was on 4, R.L. Miller, excuse me. Was a regular foul on Purnell as well, but there should be a technical free throw to follow here, followed by 2 regular free throws for the Bells. R.L. Miller, now their refs are going to have a meeting, and they're going to send the players back to their respective coaches. Not entirely sure what's going on here. Surratt pulls out the clipboard, though. He's drawing something out. Coach Caesar Smith does not meet with this team. He leaves that to the assistant coaches as Smith is talking to the refs. He's not sure what's going on. He seems very displeased with what the ref just said, but the ref said, "Oh, that's my call." Ref goes to the scoring table to let them know what's going on, and I believe it is going to be a technical on R.L. Miller and a regular foul on Purnell. That should lead to at least 2 Custodio free throws. Not sure who will shoot the technical free throws for the Bells. The same lineup remains in for the Bellarmine Bells. We are up 4 here in double overtime. 26.8 seconds to go.
Obviously some talk between the refs and
some
Will
sort of
Corbett.
Confusion going on. Will Corbett trying to understand the situation. Seems to be figured out. It's going to be Weiser taking the technical free throw for the Bells. Free throws, according to the announcer, I believe it is 1, but no, they give him 2. Here he goes. He makes the first and puts Bellarmine up by 5. If he can make this and the free throws by Custodio go, Bellarmine will have a 3-possession lead. Oh, but he doesn't. If Custodio hits both, Bellarmine will still be up by 7, and they'll definitely be in control of this game. Another technical free throw for Weiser. Seem to be giving him 4. I believe there might have been 2 technicals. One possibly was on Purnell as well as the casual foul he got. Personal foul, excuse me. That does put the Bells up by 7. Weiser goes 3 of 4 at the charity stripe this visit. It's not going to be free throws to fall, but it will be Bellarmine ball. Get it to Corbett down low. Of course, the immediate foul from Manfreda. Now, both teams, of course, in the double bonus, so Corbett will get 2. The student section seems to be loving the outcome of this one. It's a great game here. Can the Bells hold on to this 3-possession lead and close it out? Here it is. It's Nick Corbett at the line. No good on the first one. Here he is, though, for second shot at this visit. And we'll see what he can do. Possibly go 1 for 2. Seems to be his story tonight. A lot of 1 of 2 trips to the line. I believe that is his third 1 of 2 trip to the night. Here comes Mixon. He's pushing the floor hot. He does not want a 3. He goes straight to the basket on Corbett. Finishes immediately. Timeout. Mixon does not seem... Mixon seems to be hurt. something to the head, but he's going to fight through it. Definitely a displeased Irish team, to say the least. They're down 6 at the moment. They cut it to 2 possessions, but it is Bellarmine ball. You'd expect a quick Irish foul to follow, correct?
I agree with you. I mean, obviously, Irish are very displeased with how that last two possessions win with the I mean, 2 technicals and did they call a common foul?
I'm not entirely sure what happened there with the common foul. I believe they actually ruled in favor of 2 technical fouls on both Purnell and R.L. Miller,
Yeah.
dropping the common foul. You know, it's a 6-point game here. That Jerry Mixon basket was only SHG's second basket of this double overtime. I can't believe that from them. You know, like we were talking about all second half, they came out hot. They wanted this one, but, you know, Coach Surratt, he dialed up a great game plan in this second overtime so far. Bellarmine only got a hold on for 19.3 more seconds. Here they are on the inbound. Not sure why the shot clock made that noise. Custodio gets it. They call a foul. Not sure if Purnell wanted to foul, but it was a foul called on Purnell.
I mean, pretty clearly through the all 4 quarters and the extra overtime, everyone did a pretty good job maintaining their composure. But I mean, pretty
Definitely
awful time for it to snap right there.
Starting to get out of hand here. You can see it kind of loosening up in late in the fourth quarter, even partially overtime. Purnell goes over to shake Bellarmine's coach Surratt's hand, as his night is over. He's just fouled out there. That was his 5th foul. And that is Jonah Gorin subbing in. He's sitting here back on the corner. He's ready to get a quick 3 up for the Irish. Custodio missed his first, hits his second, and the Bells are back up 7. They're going to roll it in. Oh, Kapili, great play. Dove on it. Mixon hates that, and they get a jump ball. And Kapili is distraught with how they tried him like that. Never do that against him. Very heads-up play there from Kapili. Burn about 3 seconds. That clock was at 17.7, now 14.9.
It remains Bellarmine ball.
SHG's goal to get the ball with very little time remaining did not work for them. Corbett doesn't get the shot off before Manfreda's foul. He'll be headed back to the line. 7-point game, 13.7 to play. Bellarmine got another second off there. I mean, SHG, they're going to keep fouling, but I think soon Bellarmine, they're gonna finish this one. They called that foul on R.L. Miller, not too sure about that. Corbett with another opportunity to go 50% at the line. Seems to be his story tonight. Here he is with the second attempt. Missed the first. And he goes 0 for 2 there. There's SHC ball. Not sure why they blew it dead. Heard some chatter from the SHC sideline there.
Yeah,
Here's
lots of very low energy right now coming from SHC.
Definitely. Mixon goes right to the basket. We'll give him that layup.
Another timeout.
Just lost, I believe, almost 7 seconds on that possession for only 2 points. I'm not sure what that decision was there. You know, they're down 5 here, and they're just getting a layup. Like 6.8 seconds. They know Bellarmine's in the double bonus. They're going to have to steal an inbound if they want this to be a ball game. Or maybe they just don't foul if they don't steal it, and just get on that long bus ride back to San Francisco. They're not going to love that bus ride. In fact, they're going to hate it. It's going to be just as quiet as this sideline was tonight, and I see why. They did not play a good second overtime. They had a great battle between the third quarter to the first overtime, but, you know, it looks like Bellarmine's going to come out victorious here.
Yeah.
Somehow, they just added another second onto the clock. So now it's 7.8. You know, maybe I'm speaking too early. Let's see what goes on throughout this one. What do you see here? See them fouling or?
I mean, it depends who gets the ball on the inbound. If Corbett gets the ball on the inbound, I think I would go for the foul, obviously, because he's been pretty hit or miss for tonight.
He definitely has been.
From the free throw line. But if it's anyone else, I'm not so sure.
Oh, wow.
They call a push.
Weiser just pushed R.L. Miller. R.L. Miller's laughing. Oh, that was a big flop, and he just admitted to it.
Yeah, that was very. It's unique. It's not too often you hear an actor say, "Oh yeah, I did a good job there."
You don't see that every day. I'll definitely tell you that. Miller laughs, goes to his bud Jerry Mixon, and literally says, "Yeah, I flopped." Ref didn't see it. Now the refs are talking, wondering if it should be free throws or if they're going to give an inbounding. 7.8, they're not going to move the clock.
Because it was an
It was a dead ball
it
foul.
was before the ball was inbounded. Yep.
So, now they're going to bring in this. I believe this is shooter Zwolinski. Not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but
He's
here
not
he is.
nothing like getting your first touch of the floor, double overtime, and timeout from the Bellarmine Bells.
Bells, here they go. They're going to call a timeout. I believe Coach Stride is going to get his guys here. He's just going to say, come on, guys, it's not foul. Don't let up any threes that are just wide open. Keep your hands up and stay on the ground. There's no need to go jump right now, cause a foul, and just hand away free throws. That's not going to help anybody out. We just got to stick to our game plan. If they take a layup, that's fine. The Bells get the ball back, get a clean inbound, unlike the last one, and they go 1 of 2 at the free throw line, and then they're back up by 2 possessions.
Yeah, the
And
story
they're
of
back
that
in
the story of
control
that inbound is interesting because, I mean,
now we have a game. Like I said, I might have
Yeah.
been speaking too soon because now things are definitely interesting here. That inbound, that wasted absolutely 0 time.
yeah,
Its clock remained at 7.8 seconds. It just granted SHC the ball. And now, that's definitely a big turning point. If they can hit really any basket here, the Bells are going to have to hit a big-time free throw. Get a clean inbound, and they're going to have to get the job done. There's 8 seconds left on this timeout. SHC comes out early. They're setting up. They want Bellarmine to set up to how they're going to play this inbound, not vice versa. Here they come. You got Custodio on the newly into the game, Zwolinski. That is Guarino inbounding on Will Corbett. We go back to Jerry Mixon for a layup. Good finish, but
5 seconds remaining.
5.0 seconds to remain in this overtime, excuse
I
me.
believe the referee was making adjustments to the clock.
Not sure. I believe he is, but no adjustment has come through yet.
I believe I heard 5.8.
We'll keep you guys updated on this. Still a 5.0.
It was a huge bucket by the Irish.
Big bucket there from Jerry Mixon, but like I said earlier, it is 5.8. You were right there. If the Bells can get this thing here, clean inbound, and just make one of their free throws, they're back up by 2 possessions. I'm not sure the layups will be able to hold out, but, we'll see. We're going to see what happens. Ref goes around, and he seems to be signaling for some sort of 1-and-1 to the coaches. I'm not sure. I saw him put up 2 ones. Each coaches, Coach Cedar Smith and, of course, Coach Surratt. So, let's see what they do here. What do you see here? Who do you think the Bells are going to try and get this ball to?
This is always, I think you go to Tarek, obviously. If they're going to foul, which they probably are, you're going to want him. He obviously shot
Tarek,
both
yeah.
technicals.
So far, I think he's been 5 of 6 from the charity stripe in this overtime. Oh, Bellarmine, great play. They threw Custodio down below the baseline to switch where the inbound was coming from. Threw SHC off and gave a great clean inbound in. Love the play Surratt drew up. And I believe I think R.L. Miller's night is finished.
Yep. Here's Zwolinski back in.
He's coming back in. Miller.
Oh, it's Davidson coming out.
Davidson comes out. Miller seems awfully confused. Doesn't really seem to be under the understanding that he has 5 fouls. Seem to be checking.
Turns out he's only got 4.
He only has 4.
It's a test.
Shook Coach Pratt's hands a little early. Tell you, kid's got some game awareness. He knew how many he had. A lot of us would have kind of just accepted that through 2 overtimes to keep your fouls in mind. Pretty impressive. Tarek, he misses the first, but he really only needs 1. This is a big free throw here. Granted, if he misses, SHC, they're not going to have a whole lot of time, but they have a timeout. So this is the free throw he must make. And he does. Great
Big time shot.
Coach Cesar Smith, no timeout. Jerry Mixon gets down the
2.5
floor
seconds.
really quick. Goes for the and 1-3, no good. And there's your ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a Bellarmine win. Lost to SHC by about 20 earlier this season. And they're going to have a great double overtime thriller win by 4 here tonight. You got a final of 83 for the Bellarmine Bells and 79 for the SHC Fighting Irish.
One of the questions to ask after this game is what happened to Harris. Obviously, early exit in the game. I guess we'll time will tell, but very interesting because he is one of their starting players, and he had multiple nice
He's one of the
shots for them.
starting players. He had an early 10 points in the first half. Might have even been 12 in the first half. Got him out late, but hey, nothing to say bad about Coach Surratt. Whatever decision he made worked out perfectly. He got the job done tonight with his guys. Got a nice, great league win, and that puts the Bellarmine Bells 2-1 on the week. They played a great week of basketball, and you know what? That second half wasn't the prettiest thing, but sometimes you got to win ugly. It's a lot better than losing pretty, and I think the Bells are much happier than the Fighting Irish are right now.
I mean, earlier this week, the San Jose Mercury didn't rank the Bellarmine Bells, right? Obviously, Archbishop Mitty, one of the best in the Bay Area. And right now, Bells have played fantastic basketball this whole week. I think they have a chip on their shoulder after that, obviously, ranking.
Coach Surratt definitely seems like starting to get a hold of this team. Play has been getting wildly better over the season. And you know what? It's been a great job here from him tonight and all week. Got to tip the cap to him.
You good? Sweet.
Thanks for viewing here tonight. I'm Sebi Aliaga alongside Noah Smith. And thank you. Have a nice night.